Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the new Formula One season. It's 2023. Let's get right into it. I'm your co-host, Bryan.
I'm Ethan, obviously. Bryan is the Ferrari man, for those who don't know. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Three Wide Podcast. It's been, what feels like years, not gonna lie. We are both in universities or colleges, and they've been absolutely killing us with midterms, exams, projects, assignments, you name it.
Stuffing us like stuffed turkeys, you know?
What he said. So basically, we haven't really had time to give you the content you guys want, but we both watched the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Very, very, very good race, and we have a lot to talk about from it. Maybe we'll touch on some points about Bahrain, but towards the end of the video. But having said that, let's start off and just get right back into it, like we never left. So, obviously, we saw what happened in qualifying on Saturday. Mr. Sergio Perez taking pole position. Max Verstappen, his teammate, 15th place due to engine problems, which would also be a factor during the race as well for a little bit of time. And we had my favorite team, McLaren, on the second row of the grid, locking it out. Oh, was that just a dream? Oh, that was just a dream. Yeah, we suck.
Wait. Who's McLaren again?
Oh, no. The new Haas, apparently.
What are you talking about? Don't insult Haas like that. Haas is doing way better. What are you talking about?
That's the new Haas, like the Haas from like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even Mazepin would save McLaren at this point.
Yeah, but honestly, it was a good qualifying, especially for Piastri, outdoing Lando Norris, who had, I believe he touched the wall in his first lap and had a lot of irreplaceable damage on the car. But Oscar qualifying P9, which was insane. However, on the first lap of the race, Oscar loses his front wing, Lando drives right over his front wing, and they both pick up damage and both have to basically fight for 17th position the whole entire race.
Fight for their lives just to cross the finish line.
Oh my god, it's their worst start to the season since 2017. And we all know what happened in 2017, how shit that car was.
Start.
Huh?
What are you talking about? 2017 had a better start than this.
No, it's the same. It's literally the same exact start.
Really?
Yeah. 0
Nah,
points.
2017 they were better than what they are now.
2018 they were better. 2017 they were still shit. However,
still shit now.
Your guys aren't out the shit either. Do you want to talk about them real quick?
I thought you'd forget about me.
Oh, hell no.
No, I don't.
Oh, Charles Leclerc's going to win the World Driver Championship. Shut the fuck up.
There's still 20 races
Max
left.
won. It's over, mate. It's going to be Max for Checo.
He won Bahrain. You know what that means. He won in Bahrain. You know what that means.
Max is going to break that. I promise you now, Max will break that. It's going to be Max, Checo, or Alonso.
No, it's not.
Okay, so tell me why in the last two races it's been Perez, Alonso, and Verstappen top three in basically every single session. Tell me why.
Well, because
the Mercedes are quicker than you guys.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
what
are.
are you talking about? We just had a up strategy.
The strategy, right. Just blame it on the strategy.
Strategy's just left.
Blame it on the strategy.
Cars are good, bro.
Blame it on the strategy. Common Ferrari.
Stuff yourself with pizza. Go stuff yourself with pizza, mate. You know
I'd love to right now. I'd love to stuff myself with pizza. You look like the fucking stuffed pizza.
Bruh.
But yeah, it was a really good race though. Checo dominated, let's be real. Checo absolutely dominated that whole race. Did really well. He is the king of the streets. Every street circuit race, you just gotta put your money on Checo. Las Vegas, he might be the leading man to win Vegas because it is a street circuit.
Singapore, they revised that.
Right,
turn.
Monaco, he's dominant in anywhere really. He's really, really good. So he's looking like a different man.
Isn't Baku next though? Baku's next.
Yeah, and that's another street circuit. He's looking like a changed man this year. Honestly, he's looking really, really good. He's coming out with something to prove. I think he didn't like how last season, like the end of last season went, particularly in Brazil. And he's a man on a mission right now. And no, I don't think any of us saw it coming where we would see Checo stepping up to maybe take the fight to Max at a more fierce level. But it looks to be the case right now. I mean, Max really, we saw on the radio how bad he wanted to take that fastest lap away from Checo on the last lap of the race, with the team saying, we're not really worried about the fastest lap. And Max is like, well, I am. Maybe there's a lot more beef at Red Bull than we actually know. And we could see a similar situation to Rosberg and Hamilton. Probably not to the extent of Rosberg and Hamilton, but we could see Perez and Max fighting for the championship, with Alonso sitting back watching, waiting to pick up the scraps.
Or Alonso could win the championship and have everyone's balls in his hands.
What?
That's a thing. What do you mean?
Have everyone's balls in his hands?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
yo.
No, I'm telling you, the Aston Martin, bro.
Oh, it's quick.
Got some tricks up
Oh,
his
by
sleeve.
the way, Stroll, I felt so bad for him.
He's strolling along just great.
He's doing really good.
Strolling along just yeah. For not finishing.
His car blew up. Oh, but when the fucking Ferrari blows up, strategy.
Bad strategy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Common Ferrari fans.
No, bro, it's bad strategy. It's not the car. The car doesn't think.
You know what battle I really liked and I enjoyed well? Yuki and Magnussen for P10. I felt like that. That happened like either like half to the whole race. They were always like in a second or less within each other. Pause. It was like a DRS battle the whole time. Magnussen and Tsunoda fighting really, really hard. I really liked watching Yuki Tsunoda like consistently fight for points positions. I said on podcasts in the past. I said on podcasts in the past that this would be a make or break year for Yuki, and so far, so good in my opinion. I think he's doing very, very well. I think he's been better than Nick DeVries. I think you could both agree on that as well. He's finished higher in both races.
I think so too, but then again, it's not entirely fair to Nick DeVries because I'm sorry, but he's in Red Bull's trash bin, and that AlphaTauri is not quick at
Yuki.
all. Well, yeah, but still, I mean, bro, literally coming from Formula E though, they have like that. Formula E is basically Mario Kart, and Formula One's completely.
He has some Formula 1 experience, but
yeah, but like it's not, Yuki has like what 1 or 2 years now under his belt.
2,
right? 2 years under his belt. This is third year. My boy is a rookie. He gets some slack. Same.
Of course he gets slack. But people thought Nick DeVries would come in and wipe the floor with Yuki. I was on the boat where I thought Nick DeVries would do better than Yuki, just because how inconsistent he was last season. But so far, very so well for Yuki Tsunoda in my opinion. I think he deserved points last race. I know he didn't get it. I don't think.
No, I don't.
I think he came P11, but he did really, really well. Very proud of what I'm seeing from Tsunoda, and I think if he could keep this up and keep developing, he's got a good seat waiting for him. He's got a really good seat waiting for him. But yeah, it was very nice to see that battle commence. The Haas cars looking a little bit racy. Not too good yet, but they are still due for a couple of major upgrades at the next couple of races, which will be pretty. Oh, by the way, it's not. You said it Baku next. No, it's Australia next. You donuts.
The Aussies are next. Oh right. Baku's probably after the Aussies.
Yeah, but the Haas's look pretty good. I think they're gonna be more in the points fight in a couple of races. They've been P10, P11, P12 for a little bit now. They were basically dominating those positions in Saudi Arabia. Bahrain, they were close to the top as well, fighting with Williams, Alpha as well, and a little bit of Alpine here and there. They look pretty good. They're definitely on the come up. I love the addition of Hülkenberg, obviously, for a lot more experience. They're going to save a lot of money on the crash budget with having Hülkenberg instead of Mick Schumacher. We all saw what he did last year at Jeddah, which was a really bad, scary accident. But, yeah, I think he's looking really the Haas is looking really, really good. I think Guan Yu Zhou looks really, really good in the Alfa Romeo. I think he had a pretty decent race given what was given to him. with his teammate Bottas having a relative stinker, finishing last.
A stinker.
Yeah, but yeah, I think so far, so good. For like the battles between teams, we're seeing Red Bull versus Green Bull. We're seeing Ferrari versus Mercedes to an extent, and then we're seeing a huge midfield battle, and then we're seeing McLaren at the back just watching it all because I don't know what's going on with them.
Who's McLaren again?
Fuck you.
I'm serious.
I'm serious
I didn't
too.
see one orange car either. I did not see not one orange car.
I know.
They managed, you know what I like? They managed to fit over 120 sponsors in their livery, but they couldn't manage to build a good car. Like, instead of having so many sponsors and focus on the freaking slapping on so many stickers on their car, maybe they should focus on the development of the car instead of putting so many stickers on it.
To be fair to them, they said that they haven't moved into a new facility yet. Like they have the new wind tunnel hasn't come in yet, so that's played a part.
Wow, the new wind tunnel. Oh yeah, because that would have given them like what, a 30-second boost up at the front.
But they've been saying even over the offseason, do not expect us to advance in the.
I don't expect them to do anything, not to advance from the points for sure. Honestly, I have a feeling they might not even end up with any points this season. That could be a possibility.
It's looking really likely so far.
It is, you know.
And what's also looking likely is we're gonna lose our best fucking driver if we can.
Oh yeah.
Lando Norris he's not a rookie. You know, he's not young in this sport anymore. This is what his 5th, 6th year. He's a young driver, obviously, but this is like 5th or 6th year in Formula One. I've said it many podcasts in the past. He's got to start winning now, you know, and he's never really had the car to, and now he's.
I think he's gonna get the car.
Now he's not even close to having the car to even try to compete. So he might be on the transfer market soon, and not because his contract's running out. Because I know there's probably going to be somebody willing to buy out that contract. Definitely, someone will be willing.
No, just joking.
Definitely, Mercedes might wanna.
The Merc.
I think he's a Red Bull guy though. Personally, I think him and Max would go. I think that's Max's closest friend.
And what are they gonna do with Danny Dick?
He's the biggest one out of all this. He's getting paid $18 million to not drive that shitbox and risk his life. Fair to him,
honestly,
man. Good for you, man.
Good riddance.
No, good for you. But yeah, other than that, man. It was a good Jeddah. I'm a huge fan of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It was a little bit revised. I believe the high-speed chicane was a little bit revised.
Yeah, they gave everyone the shitstorm.
Yeah, especially in practice. Yeah.
Shitstorm 100 right there.
Yeah.
There.
You said shitstorm 100? That's a new one.
They did. Okay. Yeah, it was a new one.
But yeah. Other than that, it was a pretty not boring race, but not much really happened.
It was, I don't know, I feel like it was teetering on the boring side.
You saw Alonso. I thought Alonso and Perez was gonna have a massive duel the whole entire race.
So too, but
and he stayed behind in like for a second to like 7/10 for the first couple laps, and then Perez went gone.
Yeah, I just destroyed.
And then before you know it, Verstappen went as well.
Yeah.
That race we were lucky to have a safety car because Stroll should not have been a safety car. It should have been a VSC at max. It shouldn't even have been a VSC. There should have been a yellow in that area because he parked up well behind the barrier, you know?
Yeah, but then again, FIA, they're always on their shits.
Yeah, but Checo dominated, ran away with the race. But now we move to Australia, and I believe 2 weeks. One more week, right? It's next Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, next Sunday.
Yeah, it sucks how there's not that many back-to-back races, which is kind of annoying. But what could you do? Albert Park, Melbourne. What do you expect for that race, Mr. Ferrari man?
The rate that this is going, honestly,
I know what I expect. Per Allo.
I'm gonna throw a big ball right now.
Leclerc to win? It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
You watch.
Alright, I'll throw a big ball. De Vries is gonna win by 1 lap. That's the same thing as Leclerc winning.
That's a joke.
It's the same thing. Yes, it is.
That's insulting. That's insulting. No, it's
No,
not.
it
Sorry,
is.
no.
It is.
Insulting. Don't stop. Okay. Watch this. Ready?
Here we go. You know what? You really are a Ferrari fan. You know why? Because you come up with this stupid, fucking delusional ass strategy, just like the people on the pit wall. And this is why you guys lose so much. Because people like you, thank you, big wall. Leclerc's gonna win this race. What have you seen from the Ferrari that'll? They can't even compete with Aston Martin. They can't even compete with Mercedes, who are shite right now.
That was terrible strategy from Ferrari. Okay. Watch this. Ready?
Here we go.
Leclerc P1, Alonso P2, Sainz P3. The Ferrari sandwich. Okay. Hold on. Let me backtrack. I had to change one position. It's either Leclerc, Alonso, Hamilton, or Alonso, Leclerc, Hamilton.
I have a question for you. In all honesty.
Yeah.
Say. Okay, you have to put your mortgage on something that's gonna. You have to bet your mortgage.
Oh, I have a mortgage.
Are you betting your mortgage that a Ferrari will be on the podium, or no Ferraris on the podium? Be honest.
Fuck.
Be honest. Take your bias out of it and wake up and see the real picture, the big picture.
I am looking at the real pictures. At the end, there's still 20-something races left. Hold on. Wait. Max had how many victories last season? 15.
All of them, basically?
15, but 15, not 20-something.
Okay, and why didn't he win in Bahrain, and why didn't he win in Australia?
Because... I don't know why. Okay, listen. Wait. There's still 20-something races.
Okay.
Ferrari could pull some hat trick. They've done in the past. Wait, just hear me out. They've done in the past. If it's not Ferrari that's going to win the season, it's going to be Alonso. And I really want either or to win. Max did win Bahrain, and you know what happened since 2017. Every person that won Bahrain finished second in the Drivers' Championship. The same thing happened to Leclerc last year.
Do you want to bet?
Max, I'm willing to bet this.
I'm willing to bet too.
Two bets. Max is going to DNF in Monza because of the Monza curse.
Oh, I'll bet that.
Leclerc isn't going to win in Monaco. He's going to DNF in Monaco. And Max is going to finish P2 in the World Drivers' Championships. I just made 3 bets. 3 bets. 2 of them for certain is Max DNFing in Monza and Max not winning the World Drivers' Championship.
Okay, well, how much you want to bet on those? $100 each?
Each?
If you're that confident, bet 100.
I'm not that confident. I'm more confident, honestly, in the Monza. But...
Alright, 20 each. Or 25 total. We'll do 25 total for both bets. Shake. 25.
$20.
$20. Shake.
Fine.
Okay.
$20.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Leclerc is not winning the Australian Grand Prix. He's not coming second. He's not coming third. Sainz ain't coming first, second, and third either.
No, I'm not doing that.
Bro, it's not happening. Like, I know you love Ferrari, and I would love to see Ferrari win as well, but it's not. Look,
No, you wouldn't. You'd rather see a Red Bull win. You did not like Ferrari. You would rather see a Red Bull
I
win.
do like Ferrari. I would not want to see Red Bull win, but look how fast that damn car is. Did you see Verstappen overtake Russell?
I saw.
When he said it's like F1 versus F2?
Okay.
That shit was crazy.
I know. And Alonso was right. By lap 25, Max would already be in P2, which he was right. Okay. But I'm willing to make a 4th bet, if you will.
Oh my god, here we go.
Alonso wins this year.
The World Drivers' Championship?
Yeah. Alonso.
You're off your fucking trolley, mate. That is not happening. That is not happening.
Alonso or Leclerc? Yeah.
You're a Red Bull hater. You are a Red Bull hater.
them. I don't like them.
You're a
Look,
Red Bull hater.
I like them in when Vettel was there, but ever since that Plank Max in there, nah.
Bro, that's not happening. Okay. I would love to see Alonso
No.
win, and I'd honestly love to see Leclerc
You
win.
told me you wouldn't want to see Leclerc or Alonso.
I would.
grab
I
this
would love to see it, but I am
Bro,
not
my friend,
delusional.
Crazy.
But let's be real. Let's be real.
I am. Alonso's gonna win.
Why?
Or if Leclerc.
Tell me. Okay,
Because.
his car isn't even called his car's team. It's called the Green Bull because it's second to the Red Bull. And who drives the Red Bull? Perez and Verstappen. One of them are gonna win. It's inevitable.
Okay. Here's what I think. You do remember that this is season just started. There's 2 races out of 23, 24 now? There are sprint
23.
races. 6 of them, mind you, this year.
Oh,
You
sprint
remember?
races. Whoa.
Points, there's still
More
10
points for Max
8 points?
Verstappen.
No, it's not. Watch. How come Max couldn't
What
win
happened in
Brazil?
Imola last year?
What happened
During
in
that
Brazil
sprint
last
race?
year?
What happened in
Brazil?
Imola last year during that sprint
What
race
happened in
weekend?
Brazil? No, that's
In
cap.
Brazil,
Brazil.
Max did better than
What-
Leclerc. That's what happened. Basically.
Okay, but Mercedes still won. Mercedes
Okay,
is a
and-
literal shitbox. I'm just saying anything could happen.
Yeah, what happened in
Sprints,
Imola?
anything could happen.
What happened in Imola during that sprint
We
weekend?
don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
And yeah, it is a long race season. You know, Ferrari were winning the World Drivers' Champion and the Constructors' Championship in the first 3 races. And look what happened after that. And I'm not gonna lie, that is not happening to Red Bull. Because Red Bull started like this and finished like this. And ever since they got a penalty, a huge penalty, not a huge penalty, a pretty big penalty given to them because of their cost cap breach, and they got faster.
That doesn't make sense then. That means that the cost cap breach was that whole charade was just bullshit.
Or they're just different. They're different. They're dominant right now. They're dominant.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
They are dominant.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
You know Leclerc's not winning. You know it. Look, here's his Ferrari right here. I'm telling you. There it is. All to say.
Don't tell me that. No.
Here we go. Ready? Here's the engine. Ready?
Don't do that.
Oh, and it broke. Oh,
No,
just
no,
like
no,
in real
I don't wanna
life.
see
That's
that. I
tough.
don't want to see that. I don't want to hear that.
Oh, but it's a
listen.
strategy.
No,
The
I can't hear
strategy.
that. I can't hear that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
So you really think
Okay.
Leclerc's gonna win Australia?
Either Leclerc or Alonso.
Okay. I would bet more toward Alonso because he's been closer in the first 2
I
races.
might actually bet a little bit closer to Alonso, but look, Alonso's. Let's check the standings. Let's check the standings, right? All right, let's go.
He's third.
F1. I know.
What do you need to check? He's third.
I know, but I just wanted to see something. He's 30 points. Max is only 44 points. Max finishes P2 in the next race, and Alonso finishes P1. They're about equal. About. And if Alonso
It's
gets
only a 7-point difference. If
56. Hold on, wait. 56, 56, 56.
but you could do all the math in the world.
62. Okay, he's gonna be like literally like 6 points down. Wow, he's gonna be 6 points down. So the gaps could be very tight, very tight. Not to mention, Sainz is only 20 points, equal with Hamilton. They could catch up, and Russell's 18. Leclerc, unfortunately, is behind Stroll.
Yeah, it's because 2
Embarrassment,
races
but-
happened. Everyone started on 0 points. You know that gap is only going to increase.
I know.
Max ain't slowing down for nobody, man. Like, you can hate him, whatever. I'm a Hamilton fan over him, but you have to recognize greatness, and Max is greatness right now. He's the best driver in the best car. Second best driver on the grid right now looks like Sergio Perez, and he's in the best car too. It's just the truth. It's just the truth right now. You know.
Alright. But I think Alonso, what Aston Martin.
I believe in Alonso too. I believe in them more than Ferrari. I'm sorry to offend you, but I thought I would see a lot more from Ferrari, and I just haven't.
I don't know where that pace is. I hope it's just like these 2 races. Okay,
hoping-
obviously Jeddah, a straight line circuit for the most part, will suit the Red Bulls. That's kind of obvious. And of course the Aston Martin is going to suit those 2 cars. obviously, no kidding. But what about circuits like well, I'm gonna exclude Monaco. We still have Monza, which Max won last year, so you know he's not winning this year.
I think he's gonna win this year.
I think he's not gonna win this year. I think he's gonna have some engine failure or some shit. I've been hearing that there are.
Here's the thing: if you have to rely on a curse for a driver not to win, that shows how good they are.
I'm not relying.
Yes, you are.
But it's sort of dictating. Okay, you know what? Without relying, confidently speaking, I think Alonso. That Aston Martin's come a long way. And I think Ferrari and Merc are going to see that, and they're going to change their shit up completely. Merc's already
change their shit up by what? Copying Red Bull?
Well, yeah, no shit. What else are they going to do? Fucking reinvent it? They already tried their fucking zero side pod. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, they have zero straight line speed. They have zero downforce at the rear. That's what they have.
I don't know what they saw in that.
It's the rear. It's the rear downforce ain't there. It's not there. It's not porpoising as much as it used to.
Huh. That's not the only thing that's not there, but
yeah,
you know, no other car has. Every other car manufacturer, I'm sure, has genius designers, and they didn't see any zero side pods coming in. So I don't know why Merc decided to.
Also, that whole thing with Alonso and Russell after the race, like the whole trophy thing, I thought it was pretty funny. Like, I go on Instagram, oh, Alonso's been removed from P3. I go back, oh, he's been giving it back.
Yeah. But honestly, I think Alonso's gonna wrap this championship up, though.
Wrap it up?
I don't know. I think he's gonna wrap it up. He's gonna package them like a sandwich, you know. So I think.
I'd love to see it, honestly, but I just don't. Nobody's stopping that Red Bull right now. Nobody.
We'll see when we get to. Like,
Here's the thing. The only people who I believe could stop Red Bull is Red Bull. I think if Perez and Max get toxic, Alonso could swoop right in. Potentially.
Yeah,
but we saw what happened with Nico and Hamilton and how bad that was, and they still dominated. You know? It was one race where... What happened?
The Red Bulls are already at sort of... Would you agree that the Red Bulls are sort of maxed out in terms of their potential?
Yeah.
As this season, right?
Yeah.
The other teams aren't. Would you agree with that? Like, do you think that they could squeeze out a lot more out of Ferrari?
I wouldn't say a lot more. I'd say they could squeeze out more.
More, though, right?
I think Red Bull got more in them, though, because of the whole penalty stuff. They're probably still thinking of ways to improve the car, you know?
Yeah, I honestly find it very strange how after the penalty they got even quicker. That's just...
Their DRS mechanism is insane. Because once that rear wing goes down, it generates airflow in such a way where that shit just fucking flies down the straight.
That shit should be equal on all cars.
Did you saw that thing against Russell, right?
I did see.
Bro, you blink and that shit is a second ahead. I was in shock. I was like, this was this is a Mercedes we're talking about too. Like, I know it's not the Mercedes of old, you know, that we're used to seeing, or maybe we're used to seeing a little bit now, but it's still a top 4, top 3 car. And it blitzed past them like it wasn't even there. I was like, wow.
But still, that doesn't make any sense how after a penalty they got even quicker.
They're just different.
You know,
and they got the best 2 drivers in the grid right now. That's why.
And you're saying Alonso isn't one of the best drivers?
He's one of them.
Hamilton isn't?
But Hamilton is as well, but they don't really have the car to match.
I think the only one that could really contend would be Alonso.
Yeah, I agree.
Close in points, and I think that... I don't know. I think that, honestly, Aston Martin's got some upgrade packages that are going to really...
But I just think Red Bull...
Look how far they came. They came from absolute
I get that.
dirt.
I get that.
Like,
but I think Red Bull are in a tier of their own. And Aston Martin are one tier below them, and then everybody else is a tier below them.
Maybe, for now.
No, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. They're going to fly away with it again.
I don't know.
Max most likely will get his 3rd in a row.
I don't know. I'd honestly have better chance of betting on Checo than Max.
Yeah? Go on.
Yeah.
I can see. I think this is Checo's best
I want
chance to win.
Alonso to win. I want Alonso
Who
to
doesn't?
win.
Everyone wants like good competition at the top. But when you see that car,
They're trying to make in their attempt to make the sport equal.
it is a lot more equal. There are a lot more battles.
No, it's not, bro. You have Red Bull.
It's hard to get it equal top to bottom, and there's still, if you finish first, you still get more spending, right? You still have a cap, but you do get more money if you finish first. Obviously, a Williams and a Red Bull are not going to be able to compete equally right now. However, it's gotten better. We're seeing a lot more fights in the midfield. Why?
I mean, yeah, amongst the midfield, but like
even the top teams, except for Red Bull. Red Bull are different right now. They're an exclusion. They're different. They're a different breed right now.
Aston Martin came from being a little bit below midfield to like.
And now look at them. They're fighting with the Mercedes and Ferraris.
Well, they're fighting with the Red Bulls right now.
Right. So there is competition. In just not all 10 teams at one, which is kind of unrealistic, especially now because these cost capitals just kind of came into effect.
Honestly, I wish it wasn't for the cost cap because,
No, there has to be. There has to be something.
I understand there has to be a cost cap, but like, cost cap didn't stop Red Bull, and. I'm just really surprised that Merc got it wrong. For now,
they do have a lot of upgrades coming. They said for back
I've heard after Imola, I heard it's gonna be different. I heard for Merc.
But I think it's too late after Imola. I think the Red Bull's ready to be gone. They're only gonna get better too. Well,
yeah, but not by too much.
It's gonna be sizable, man.
You really think it's gonna be sizable?
Yeah,
I think not
bro.
by too much.
For Aston Martin, Red Bull, Ferrari, maybe, but Mercedes, I don't know. We'll see how this next race pan out.
So the vibe that I'm getting right now is you think Red Bull is gonna dominate just like they did in 2010, 11, 12, 13, up until the new reg comes in, the new regulations,
potentially,
which was in 2014. So
I mean, look at them. Look at them. What reason do I?
2022, 2023, 2024. 2025.
I don't know if it's going to be for the same time span, like the same 4-year or 5-year span. But right now, you cannot tell me that team is on smoke right now. They're the best.
They're quick. They're quick.
It's like rewatching Mercedes from 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
Those days. Same thing.
2014, 2015,
it's
2016.
It's the same thing. Just they swapped. And Ferrari and Aston Martin swapped. It's sad, not sad, but I would hope everyone got better together at the same level to make it more competitive across the top 4 teams. But it's hard to get that to work right now with how new these rules are. But yeah, I think it's so. But look, just look at that Red Bull. What proves it to me is that Red Bull versus the Mercedes. How that shit just flew away. It was remarkable. Honestly. Just crazy.
Damn.
But yeah. Hopefully you guys are more excited and hopeful for other teams. Unlike I am. I think Red Bull are going to continue to dominate the whole season. But I am enjoying watching the midfield battles and the battles amongst like Aston
and
Alonso. I am admiring that more than the expected dominance of Red Bull. But yeah, guys, gonna cap it off for today's video. We will get a video out by another one by Thursday of next week, or maybe even Tuesday. Predicting the Australian Grand Prix and coming back with some news that we have regarding that race. But until then, I'll catch you all later. Take care and peace, everybody.